I've just watched a video by Dallas Cowboy, and he was saying about why he doesn't, what his issues with The Rock. But basically what he was talking about is when wrestlers leave the business earlier than you would ideally like them to. To be honest, I find this a real complicated area for the basic reason I would never blame any guy for stepping away from the ring. As much as I love the sport, and I love WWE. I've watched it since I was very young, and I love the storylines. I love the passion. I was a Hulkamaniac as a little kid. But I've since taken account of the fact that a lot of these guys currently are wrestling in places like TNA, I think it's a shame when wrestlers come back sometimes. Because Razor Ramon in his day, Scott Hall, for those of you who don't know who Razor Ramon is, was amazing. He was a really good wrestler. He was physically really fit. He was very, very good at what he did in ring. He had a real attitude and a real charisma to him. And you see him now, and it's an old guy making an extra buck, and that just makes me sad. To me, that isn't what the business is about. And to be honest, that The Rock walked away before he became that, all credit to him. To be honest, there are so many guys that have lost their lives or have been so badly injured just to entertain us that I know everybody hates using this as a reference, but just look at the death list. Just look at the death list if half of those guys had walked away 2 years earlier. Would you rather see The Rock on the occasional cheesy movie, making a bit of money doing that, and being able to turn up once every year or so and have the crowd pop? He preserved his legacy, and I have no problem with that. Not at all. Yeah, would I love to see him come back for an extra match? Yeah, of course I would. Would I like to see him come back full time? Yeah, I don't know. I think these guys, they give so much of their life. They take so many risks. They have so many injuries that it's a case of, what do you really want? Do you really want the stars you love taking the risk to the point that they're permanently injured? I mean, Stone Cold has had so many surgeries now that they can't actually let him in a ring for legal reasons because his body is that badly damaged. Do we want that to happen to every wrestler we watch? Because, to be honest, that just makes us really selfish people. Are you that selfish that you want every wrestler that you love to end up dead? I know that's a really horrible way of putting it, but I think some people need to realise that yes, it's a show, yes, it's a story, yes, it's fake, if you like, but the injuries are real. These guys put their bodies on the line for our entertainment, and I really have to stand up for anyone who chooses to walk away before. They must know, there must be a point in their own heads where they know if they keep going, they're going to do themselves real damage. And to have enough self-preservation to walk away makes them a better person in my point of view. Because as much as the fans can complain as much as they like, but the health of the people in that ring is important. Yes, they are there for our entertainment. That's what they do. That's their job. But at the end of the day, it's a job. And you have to remember that it is a job. Okay, that's my piece. I understand 100% where he's coming from, because it's always difficult to let go of your idols, and when you see them, when they leave to do something else and you think they probably could have done more, then yeah, you do feel a little bit betrayed, and you will always feel that way. But they're still here, and there's a hell of a lot of guys that aren't.